hell no, Ronnie!
So before we even get into the review, as some of you may know, I filmed this already, was halfway through editing, and accidentally deleted it because I'm a fucking idiot. So, after reacting a little something like this...
Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god! Oh man!
I got my shit back together, and here we are filming this thing, so let's get right into it. Campfire stories. Okay, so this is somewhat of a hidden gem, and something I've been wanting to cover for some time. Released in 2001 and based on a horror comic that lasted only one issue, Campfire Stories is an anthology film in the vein of Tales from the Crypt. Now, I originally watched this movie as a kid. I rented it from a local movie store, thought it sucked, and just moved on with my life. But as the years went on, I found myself still thinking about it, so let's dive right in and hopefully I show you something new. So this masterpiece starts off with...
You might not know me, but your parents do.
A crappy Sega Saturn effect. Is this supposed to scare me? Are you fucking serious?
Maybe they didn't tell you how I caused them so many sleepless nights. As they flipped through my Campfire comic books.
Comic book. You only lasted one issue.
The flames from my pages almost singed their noses.
Nobody gives a shit, man. Then we're introduced to two of our main characters, played by Charlie Day of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
There is no Pepe Sylvia. The man does not exist, okay? So I decided, oh shit, buddy, I gotta dig a little deeper. There's no Pepe Sylvia, you gotta be kidding me! I got boxes full of Pepe!
And that one guy who tried to blackmail Bruce Wayne. So they're driving along until... Well, that was a close one. So after almost hitting Jamie Lynn Sigler of Sopranos fame and getting a flat tire, she informs them that her car broke down.
Hey, you know, I didn't see any car back there.
Oh, it's actually off the main road.
What are you, a detective, dude? No, I'm not a detective. I'm just saying, you know, I didn't see any car back there, so maybe she wants to go back there and make sure it's okay, because I don't want anything happen. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, don't ask logical questions. I'm trying to get laid here.
If you weren't being, you know, Mr. Joe Tough Guy, you know, then maybe I would have missed the hole in the road.
Oh, you would have missed... What about the hole in your head?
So she tells them there's a nearby campsite and everyone could call for a tow from there. And then she proceeds to almost lose them immediately.
Hey. Where the fuck is she? Dude, I don't know. It was getting dark and we're lost.
But eventually they arrive on the set of Are You Afraid of the Dark, where we're introduced to Ranger Bill, the Walmart equivalent of the Crypt Keeper.
Welcome to Camp Wanna Be There.
I don't get that one.
Where are all the campers?
Oh, there. Around.
I don't get that one. This backwater bayou country bumpkin motherfucker is supposed to scare us? I can't stop laughing at his accent.
So in the meantime, why not sit here and get warm while you wait for your truck to come for you?
And after some more laughable dialogue, it's at this point Ranger Bill begins to tell our main characters the titular campfire stories.
If they could have only known what was coming.
So the first story opens with a bunch of crazies being tortured at an insane asylum.
Embrace the pain. You can control this pain.
And it's all fun and games until one of the crazies goes on a killing spree. And it was at this point I suspected the movie of fucking with me. Then it cuts to 20 years later and the most cliche jocks you've ever seen. led by this guy, who you horror aficionados might recognize as the guy who gets his dick bitten off in teeth. So they make the mistake of bullying this retarded janitor.
Guys, enough. He's just trying to do his job, let him go, okay? We're sorry.
Just a big bully. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill that psycho. You're dead.
So the next day, or the next week, or something, I don't know, it's not made clear, all the jocks meet up in the woods because it's cheaper to film there. Conveniently, the retarded janitor also happens to be in the nearby woods. I guess he read the script? So they decide to gather up some weapons and attack the guy.
I need the strap for my wrist. Remember the 7th grade? I busted it bowling.
Why didn't they give this guy more dialogue?
Why are you such a homo, Ronnie?
Oh yeah, because he's the fucking worst thing ever. So anyway, they're all like,
let's go!
And chase the guy into the woods. That's when Sling Blade snaps and turns into Rambo. So he starts picking off the jocks one by one until it's just teeth left. You would think after flipping his crazy switch, he would take that hat off, you know, and look less like a fucking idiot. Didn't Ed Gein wear that hat?
Okay, asshole.
So Teeth wakes up in the same insane asylum, surrounded by his dead jock friends, including his dead girlfriend, whose only crime was being a bad actress.
I believe that you bought into that urban legend nonsense. You really are sad. And was it necessary for you to treat him like that in front of everyone? I mean, did it really make you feel like a man?
Whatever, he gets his head sawed off.
Oh, that person's just a big bully.
Now, sadly, that was the most entertaining segment, and the rest of the movie is downhill from here. So let's end on that high note, and not ruin our experience. Let's just wrap the review up right now.
Yeah!
So Ranger Rick rants some more.
You know, this reminds me of another story.
And takes us right into the second story, which opens at a diner with these fuck faces. Then this Native American guy comes in with a magical bag, so naturally the three fuck faces want to rob his bitch ass. Side note, this fat guy's laugh rules.
Yo, Pops, what's with the outfit?
So out in the middle of nowhere, the old guy starts toking up, and eventually hallucinating.
Pretty cool, huh? It's my animality.
This guy can't handle his shit. Oh, he's really being strangled. So they killed the old Native American guy. Hey, you guys ever seen Creepshow 2? Specifically the old Chief Woodenhead segment? Anyway, so they go back to the old guy's trailer and start smoking his shit until they start to hallucinate. So after freaking out some more, they get the bright idea to bury the guy. But when they go to bury the poor bastard... Oh, you already know that's getting played again. And it ends with the Native American guy getting his mojo back and mocking the elderly. Overall, the story isn't as good as the first one, but it's not as bad as the third. Then the movie cuts back to Ranger Bill saying some more crazy shit.
definitely reminds me of another story.
Rinse and repeat, and he takes us into the final segment, which sucks assholes. This story opens with a girl and fellow Sunny in Philadelphia alumni and creator, Rob McElhenney.
And Rob, you could have had an easier name, man. I did the syntax on this. McElhenney, 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 McElhenney.
So Mac's girlfriend thinks someone is watching them.
Come on, Melissa, this is our only chance to be alone. You know, as soon as Kyle and Beatrice gets here, how weird she gets when we're alone.
She's had a hard time adjusting. Trusting guys ever since her roommate disappeared last year.
I like to imagine this is something that gets brought up all the time. Yeah, we get it. She went missing a year ago. The body was never found. After sending Mac to check out the situation and almost knocking him out,
There is someone out here.
Oh, enough, Melissa. There's no one out here.
It certainly isn't your friend's roommate who went missing a year ago and whose body was never found. So Mac gets pissed and leaves and...
Oh my God, are you all right?
Why did you light so many candles? Could you not properly light the shot? So she tells her friend that she thinks she's being watched.
You know who it was? It was probably that Kyle.
Kyle? Your Kyle?
My Kyle.
So they suspect Mac and his fuck friend of being pervs and spying on them, based on the fact that she caught him recording them bang.
Remember how freaked I was when my roommate disappeared?
You mean your roommate who went missing a year ago and whose body was never found? So they plan on recording revenge.
And maybe do some filming of our own. Except, I don't think they're gonna like what they're gonna see.
Oh, shit! I wonder what they're planning. After finding a disturbing yet hilarious note in the bathroom, she coincidentally finds Deputy Dewey in the bathroom window.
I saw the lights on in the house, and I says to myself, now I know for a fact that the Tylers went away this weekend, and I get to thinking maybe I better do a little checking.
Still ain't found her friend's roommate who went missing a year ago, you know, whose body was never found. So she asked the cop to come in and investigate. Why do you have so many candles lit? Could you not properly light the shot? Oh, thank God they used that joke again. Does this feel like filler to draw out the runtime of this movie? Well, it is, as all this shit is ultimately pointless. So let's skip to the following night where Mac and his boyfriend come over to play Truth or Dare.
Okay. Beatrice.
Yes?
Truth or dare?
Well, I already did dare. So truth?
Why do you have so many candles lit? Could you not properly light the shot? Then they decide to play hide and seek, where a faceless killer picks everyone off one by one while filming.
Welcome home, Missy.
You love to watch me, don't you, baby?
Yes, baby.
I love to watch.
Well, that makes no fucking sense. Moving on. So our three main characters are left speechless, which granted I would be too if I had to listen to that guy's bullshit for an hour. So the tow truck arrives off camera and our main characters leave.
One foot in front of the other, boys. It's called walking.
So the tow truck takes them to a nearby bar.
You can make your phone calls in there. I'll come and get you when your tire's fixed.
Well, that's not ominous at all. Whoa, holy shit, it's the Misfits! How the hell did this movie afford the Misfits?
Hiya, boys. What'll it be?
Well, if that isn't comedy gold, I don't know what the fuck is. That's when they get surrounded by all the characters from the Campfire stories, and something happens? But Jamie Lynn Sigler escapes, setting up the whole shtick again.
Thank God you guys just showed up. My car broke down about a mile back. I could sure use a lift.
I know what you're thinking. I'm gonna shit all over this movie, right?
Wrong.
I actually enjoyed this movie quite a bit and kind of recommend checking it out if you're into B horror films. Sure, it suffers from script problems and lack of creativity, but the acting is pretty on par considering where some of these actors went later in their career. That's why I'm giving Campfire Stories a solid but fair 2.5 out of 5. So that was Campfire Stories, everybody. I'll see you on my next review. Hopefully it's something a little bit better.